All right, so this is a story I've been wanting to do for about 3 months now, ever since the event happened. And if you guys want more story time, just feel free to let me know because I don't mind embarrassing myself on main and telling stories that most people would be embarrassed by, but I take them as learning experiences. So, just a little bit of context before I dive into the story. I'm going to be talking about my parents. They recently moved, and also they have horses, which is a very important factor to the story. And I also had just broken up with my ex girlfriend like a week prior to this event happening. So, anyways, also I just want to say I'm sorry if I look kind of greasy. I just got out of the gym doing that alpha male guru shit, trying to work out and get these guns up, baby, you know. So, anyways, with that being said, let's dive right into the story because I think that this is one of the funniest stories I've ever had for myself. So, about 3 months ago, as I previously just mentioned, I had broken up with my now ex girlfriend. Uh, it was due to my mental health issues that I've been dealing with, and which is why I haven't been recording content lately, and why it's been such a struggle for me to do this. Anyways, so I was in the back room at my job, because I work part time right now while I'm in college, and I was just doing my thing. I was scrolling through TikTok, and for those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Steelers fan, and I love the Chiefs wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. He's one of my favorite players in the league. It's just kind of important for context. So, anyways, I was watching a TikTok where he got slammed during a game. I don't remember what game it was. I don't remember who hit him, anything like that. He just got rocked. And I had said, "Oh shit, that was a terrible hit." And this girl from across the room, who I wasn't even expecting to, come up and look at me or talk to me or anything, she was asking me what I was talking about, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting your break. I was just watching a TikTok. Do you want to see what I was watching, what I was reacting to?" She said, "Yeah, sure." So I showed her the TikTok that I was watching. Whatever. Well, plot twist, she ended up being like, "Yeah, I'm not really into football that much. I'm more into bull riding." And I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." My dad likes bull riding because he's a wannabe country guy. So that's hype. I'm glad that you like that. That's not really my thing. I just think that it's cool that you have something that you like. Just trying to be cool and smooth and casual. And this is where shit hit the fan and was really bad for me. She was like, "Yeah, no, I like it. I have a bunch of horses and stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, my dad also has a bunch of horses. Actually, he just jerked one off to try and get it pregnant." And all of a sudden, I just hear a bunch of people start snickering and laughing. And she looked at me all confused, and she's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, my dad had to jerk off a horse in order to help it get pregnant." And she just looked at me all confused, like eyes got wide, as it took her a minute to realize what I just said to her. I was like, "Yeah, that's what happened. My dad did this. My bad." And then I just didn't say anything the rest of the time. And then she started laughing, and there were people in the room laughing their ass off at this. I think it's hilarious looking back on it. Super embarrassing at the time, and definitely not something I would do if I could repeat this event. But yeah, I did that, and then I was like, or later that night, I saw her again, and she like came up to me and was talking to me, and I was like, "Hey, you want to hang out? Whatever." So we ended up hanging out, and she came to my apartment, and we were just chilling, and then we started dancing, having a little bit of fun. Everything was all good. Flirting, she kissed me a little bit. The real gamer boy dream happened right there because she was taller than me. She's like 6 foot tall, and I'm only 5'8". But whatever. Short King's gonna slay. Well, so as we were continuing our little adventure and hanging out, she like was just casually chilling. We just did our own thing where we just kind of laid down in my bed and hung out, watched a show. I think I don't remember. And then she was telling me about her fiance, and I was like, "I cannot believe that you have a fiance, and you let me tell you my dad jerked off a horse," which is hilarious in its own mindset because it's not even technically what he did. They had to falsely inseminate her with a turkey baster, which cool as fuck when you actually understand what's happening. Weird as hell to tell somebody that you just met, though. Gotta say. Anyway, so yeah, we just kind of hung out, and I mean, recently we don't really talk, but that's just because I'm doing my own thing. I got college and stuff to do. But I just wanted to tell you guys this story because I think it's hilarious and one of the most embarrassing encounters I've ever had, and I will stand by it that this is a funny story. I think that telling people this story, I've been telling everyone it. I tell my friends, my family, My mom thought it was hilarious. My sister thought it was hilarious. My dad didn't really find it that funny because I kind of called him out for beating a horse's meat, pounding the absolute hell out of it. But yeah, if you guys want to hear more story times, for sure, just let me know. I have all kinds of embarrassing stories that I can tell you guys about. Yeah, that's gonna be about all I got for today's video. Take it easy.